Okay, I'm just gonna say nothing to see if this sounds okay. I guess that sounds good enough, although everything is so glitchy. I had to screen record this Jimmy Dore thing in 10-second chunks. They're not allowing us any leg room to operate on internet. They're not giving us any openings, any breaks. They're blocking us. But before I lose the focus, I'm just using this beginning part to set up the video. Hopefully the title drew people into what's going to happen here. This is from my archive. It's Jimmy Dore. He was on Convo Couch, and he was explaining to them how he was a comic in Afghanistan. And then at the end, Graham Elwood is in that video I made too. I got scoop after scoop. I called myself Scoop King because I think I called myself Scoop King first, and then all of a sudden, or I called myself Scoop King. I always talked about getting scoops. Scoop after scoop. And then Chicken Face Steve Poinkinen, who worked with frickin' Jardula and Dore's new sidekick. What's his fucking, that ugly Metzger. Anyway, this should all make sense by the end. I'm trying to provide, what I do is provide unscripted human being who wants to say a lot more than he says. I'm speaking in the third person. I'd like to say more, but we're not allowed, or it would be a stupid move. I think I get a lot more page views than it seems. I really do. I think a lot of people would rather know what I came up with, and they must know also, like myself, how does that not go viral? How come no one pushes that? And then one can realize every single one of them is COINTELPRO, or might as well be. And when Dore admitted to being in the military, the audio was so bad. So this is going to be on low, but all that nasty sound was on their end. I didn't do any of that. And then there'll be some bad overlapping, but for the most part, it'll be the 56-second video I made exposing archiving Jimmy Dore. Oh, so Poinkinen, the fake pro Assange group, Poinkinen, what the great, who is that? Glory who, the Misty, Winston, Glory. But anyway, they called themselves the Scoop Gang. So I hounded those people from around 216 when they showed up. They were late season Bernie butts. They showed up right on that thing. Okay, and then I took screenshots from my archive because, sorry if my voice is off. I have the little COVID going on again. This will be my second bout with COVID, which I think is not too bad. It's been quite a number of years, and I only got COVID twice. Knock on wood. Let's see. And then it'll shoot into screenshots after that where I can relax and maybe I'll be able to explain even further the presentation of my channel here, what I attempted, that sort of meta. It's going to go 7 minutes. So once we hit start, it's 7 minutes, and then that'll be it. I could go much, much more, but I don't want to give the impression of a hypocrite. They're fucking with us. The internet is garbage. We need to quit. What I try to do with the facial movement thing, I do try to drive them insane with the reading AI off of hidden teleprompters. I am trying to drive them insane to ruin them. Yes, because they crossed the line. Every actor visible on social media, whether doing the podcast or if we learn about them, like Bezos or Zuckerberg. I don't know. There's thousands and thousands, and we can compile lists of them. This is fucked up, and everybody knows it. Live free or die. Okay, so here's Jimmy Dore, junkie shit, who reads AI off of hidden teleprompters for the U.S. military. Oh, and here's a call out to everyone in the U.S. military. I command you to enforce the U.S. Constitution. The lesson of Snowden is that leaking's not going to get anything done. So we have to constitute a long war against scum of earth who have asked for it. I do not comply with people entering my space. I do not walk away from this fight, not one bit. So this 50 to 100 year war is probably about where we take over the military. We as human beings and citizens, we become we take it over. So the ICE thing, I mean, I could talk about it, but I'm not gonna, because it's a trap to even try. There's no point. This is fucked up beyond. Part of the trap is to participate, to do the legwork for them. And then everything that we come up with, which is seminal, they steal it. The AI is illegal and will need to be demolished, in my opinion. The Wi-Fi will need to be demolished, or how do we... I'll need some scientists on board who will be able to help us figure out Faraday cages and shit. And the U.S. soldiers who we don't take them over. They're human beings with agency. They just realize that, oh, that's what you mean about defending the U.S. Constitution, and that Snowden couldn't get squat done, and that Greenwald's a fucking bitch. But people are probably getting the point. I got in a good rant out here, and now we can hear Jimmy Dore admitting that he's a COINTELPRO piece of shit. Okay, I'll count it down. And then I got the screen. But before I start, I would love to be able to take screen recordings of my past videos and get better at the I don't want to say craft. Fuck Freemasonry. But I do like to improve and get better at shit. But it's not allowable with the modern day computer and all this shit they're attacking us with. The scum of earth. This is violation of the Fourth Amendment. The right of due process. You can't drag people out of a car. But I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to give any inkling. And I fall for that trap. So I get into the Brown University mass killing. I get into Erica Kirk with Nicki Minaj. It's a trap. And then they, I don't know, they're fixated on me or something. But I'm not going to get into that. You'd have to be following my feed to see what they do to me. If you get the drift on that. But there's something where, like, we can be eaten by animals, but the demons can't get to our aura. They can't do anything to it. There's something about each and every one of us that is eternal. And hopefully that's to a God source, something pretty groovy, that sort of thing. The opposite of Freemasonry, so to speak. Oh, I almost forgot that it's time for the video. Thanks for your time and consideration. This is the Tokyo Shemp News and Entertainment Network. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
He was in Afghanistan, 2005.
You know, I remember when I went to Afghanistan to tell jokes in 2005. I guess I went, or maybe early 2006. And I was told, oh, you can't tell jokes about the president. You can't make fun of President Bush.
What are the odds? There you have it. Both Jimmy Dore and Graham Elwood were warmongers in Afghanistan. What a coincidence. Again, some of us were never pro-military war, yet Graham Elwood and Jimmy Dore fronting for some fake left military shill unit. They loved war in Afghanistan. They loved Afghanistan. They loved the troops. So they're fake radical.
All right, so we got 6 minutes to go. Scott Ritter, Russia Today. It's pointless. I've been at the forefront of figuring them out. Got a little scratchy throat going, so it's not as easy to put this one together. Craig Jardoulis has like a violent criminal report. The Lusignan on the plane, I'm positive that's her. Nothing I came up with went viral anywhere, I don't think. If so, someone please show me some newspaper that wrote on it to link into my, like right here, this woman was harassing me. Then I figured out that she was that Dairy Queen. That's from the video we just saw. FBI shill, Jimmy Dore. I think they lower my page stats. They just stop. I think they believe in telepathy too, and I hope that fucking works on them. Like Dead Zone, just fucking ruin them. Fair and balanced. This guy Pitbull, he said, I work with the FBI I saw FBI guys all the time. People know if they know. That was solid numbers, 143. Fair and Franzak, huge scoop. What do we got left here? About 4 minutes. 4 minutes. It's going a little fast for me. Those numbers are teeny tiny. I don't quite believe it. I think they fudge them. They lower them. They're doing flashing odd colors. I know I've figured out a lot of what they're doing, but it's pointless. Oh, that was funny because in the Eagles song, Pretty Pretty Boys. So that was a kind of a goofy. one. I'm not sure where it cut me off, but I got cut off somewhere. Fuck this, fuck them is how I'll put it to wrap it up. Thanks. Hope this was alright. Take care. Gonna test how this is sounding through Audacity. Thanks for your patience. I'm back after watching the basketball game. To me, that sounds muffled, but it's probably the COVID. It's round 2. Myself against COVID. I had 3 minutes chopped off of this video. I had 3 extra minutes. I kept going. Called it an overtime. So what I'm going to do is add this on now. I got it lined up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Here we start. Alright. Damn. How much of that? I needed to edit that a little bit, or I forgot about that part. I just added that in right now, and I should have checked first. I cropped it out so none of that weird red. They use colors and lights, and it's across the board everywhere in social internet media type life. So we're gonna be looking at screenshots from my channel starting in a second or two. I gotta make it larger so I can see. Yep. They're all connected to the hip. Jardula, these from years ago now, making funky Tai Chi movements. Now he doesn't even show up too much anymore because he's wrecked. Drug use. Kim Iverson and Jimmy Dore can barely present their faces. Bottom left corner, guy called Oz who worked with Jimmy Dore. No, Combo Couch. He was hanging on to a car door. I was able to identify them, the ecosystem, so to speak, through the Karen videos. There's Lusignan, top, right, second over, next to Hedges, and my big first video, not there, but on Hilaria Baldwin, got like 20,000 views. I read it off Daily Mail in real time, and then I got the YouTube scoop. Called her the white girl, and I was forced to put it into parentheses because people in the robots, in hindsight, they're robots. They're telling me, the shame. Alright, I forget what I was about to just say, but who cares? I went with big heads. And I never used AI or anything. YouTube apparently has been contaminating our videos. I just shut off. You have to go into settings and turn stuff off. They're probably turning it back on behind our backs, I bet. Sick of this shit. This stuff legally, obviously should be seized, money seized from them. This is criminal, all that surveillance and spying through social media. Kurt Metzger talking about tied to the hip. And up in the left corner there, top left, the brother of Fiorella caught filming for police. That was huge scoops I had. I got some good views back in the day because that Farron Franzak scoop of, I thought she was a Karen with the package. That was huge. And it got thought they were trying to build her up with Recchiata. Literally scripted. They kept throwing out the word literally. Does anyone remember that? Was it weird? Weird. Remember that one? Weird. Now it's weirdo. They're trying to box us. They can't though. They can't take our aura. They can't. We're eternal. So Lusignan, top right. There's something about us that's eternal. I'm just spelling out the truth. That's why I get some page views. Maybe not anymore much. She went after me, Dairy Queen Karen. Lusignan, I noticed her going nutty, and I looked into it. It's probably a year before she died. Probably another psychotropic victim of the psychiatry pills. That guy, DUI lawyer, he really is lined up with the military courts. Went into some cyber sleuth mode for that. I think I did pretty good the last several years. Maybe that's why they've been effing with me. Dana Plato, I love that title I came up with. How he's the killer of Dana Plato, so it's self-referential. He claims Oprah Winfrey lacks self-awareness. Just the title alone. No one even has to watch the video. They're like, wow, that's satisfying. The confusion. I think I played in one video, I forget where, but I played out Francis with was it Warren Oates? Ooh, tough guy. Remember that? Settled it. Lighten up, Francis. That was a psyop too. Alright, we're pretty much done, wrapped up here. It's all a psyop. They filmed Combo Coach filmed for the police. Echo Park. They're all tied to the hip. That's it. I did it. Thank you. Take care. This has been a special putting together big package of a video from Tokyo Champ. Thanks. Have nice nights.